everyone, this is Mahay over here at Sacred Kernel, and I'm coming at you with a general collective read geared towards my Lightworkers, okay? So starting off, we have my favorite animal here, the lion. Higher calling. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. It's about stepping into your power, stepping into your higher calling. Paired with another cat energy here. Black Jaguar, Old Soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. What a beautiful animal. And I always zoom into on this floating orb in the back. Yes. Lizard regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. Another amphibian, reptilian energy. Frog prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. We have the Sun in reverse. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So this has been a time of introspection for you. You're full of new ideas. You're full of this potential here. However, you haven't been feeling it. You haven't been seeing the results of that. And it may seem that you've been putting your energy in the wrong kinds of pathways. And this may be due to no fault of your own. There may have been oppositional energies trying to confuse you or cloud the situation, or maybe your hands were tied due to certain, mundane aspects of this, third dimensional existence. Sometimes, even if our heart knows what we need to do, our intuition is telling us what we need to do, we've had to just kind of play this day-to-day game a little bit, I'm also sensing that with you pursuing your higher calling, with you tapping into, the energy of your ancestors, the energy of your, old soul, let's call it. Some people call it like past lives, higher self, this intuitive knowledge inside yourself, something that no one has to tell you this, you just kind of already know it. Okay, that feeling, that frequency in your vibration. That is the path. That is what's most connected to this potential and these new opportunities for you. However, all oppositional energy, any adversarial energy that's been in your circle, this is their energy too, okay? Because, you reap what you sow, right? That classic adage, you reap what you sow. If you sow goodness, positivity, and light, you will reap goodness, positivity, and light. If you sow darkness, hate, jealousy, those other types of low vibrational, dark energies or intentions, that is exactly what you will reap. Some people, they don't feel it, let's say, because they, they just kind of, they don't see that it's their karma coming back at them. They're just like, oh, that's life. But when you know, you know. And you start to see that very clearly as you get closer to your higher self. Okay, move over here. Okay, the Two of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Tower. All right. So this is a little bit of a lighter energy, let's say. So with the Two of Swords here in reverse, this is something coming down. All right. So what would be a stalemate has been tipped. The tug of war flag is now over a line. Okay, we're no longer in this kind of stalemate energy, I don't know how else to really to put it. This is what this card is about. And then of course our Eight of Cups speaks to, building a foundation, progressing in one or more areas, but then acknowledging when it's time to walk away, okay? So with this energy here in the reverse, it really feels like there's something that you have circled back to, okay? And that is what is going to aid you moving forward. This is the Tower. This is the Tower that you've received. That maybe something you walked away from in the past is not dead and gone, buried forever, just a memory. It's something that can be picked back up again and invested in a little bit more. Regeneration, right? Embrace the transformation. You can adapt. It's like, picking this thing back up, and it may not be the same as when you initially had envisioned it, but it's still got life in it. It can be renewed. It can be regenerated. Very nice. Okay, so this is actually a new deck. I got it for myself. I'm a total nerd. This is the Labyrinth deck. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands here. We have the Six of Wands here upright. You see that? That's a good sign. And then I just want to start here. Okay, so with the Four of Wands being placed in this position, and often this card is a major arcana. I don't deal it a special way. It's just, since I made this spread, it's really, really consistently a major arcana here. I don't know. But this is a Four of Wands here. And the Four of Wands speaks to things coming together, kind of coming, I don't want to use the term full circle again, but that's what it is, okay? So if you see this as something related to a union or reunion, this is the Altar card. So for some, it could be coming into reunion with a previous relationship. But for others, this is maybe coming back to self, because the altar can also be a religious, station, I don't know, for lack of a better word. So if you are as a Lightworker, you're most likely spiritual. You most likely have at least one altar around in your space. But this is kind of going back to your roots, in a sense. This is your victory, okay? This old soul connecting with your roots, acknowledging the rebirths that you've already accomplished and will accomplish again in the future. This is where you will find your success, okay? And I just want to point out that this energy is a very private, personal energy, okay? So when you perform ceremonies at an altar, it's very personal. Okay, thinking of like even if you get married, it's a very intimate moment, and everyone who's watching the wedding ceremony, it feels very private. It's just, the main figures, they're religious leaders, sometimes not, but they're together having a very intimate experience, and everyone else is a spectator in that. Same goes for religious altars. Prayers are internal, okay, because it is you resonating with the divine. So this is something that you may have been accomplishing or working on yourself through meditation, but it most definitely is something that is very personal and private to you. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So you are acknowledging through how things have shifted, things that were in balance being shifted out of balance, not necessarily a bad thing, but the way that the stalemate has been broken and you see this potential, this is how you're acknowledging your overall abundance. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is very, I just don't want to keep using the word potential, but she's so full of it, you know what I mean? She's fertile, she has ideas, she is resourceful, she's an excellent manager, and I keep saying she because it's the Queen of Pentacles, but really this is a gender neutral energy. Absolutely, a male person or masculine presenting person can be a Queen of Pentacles, okay? Just because the kings and tarot tend to be more of that like full-on aggressive energy pertaining to their suit. The queen is someone who doesn't need to be the alpha, okay? This energy is just of an individual who is an even-keeled, well-balanced manager of all aspects. That's one of the things about being royalty, is you are still a leader, okay? Still a leader, just not kind of with so much ego, let's call it. And that's very healthy. That's what we should all strive to be, like the queens. Except for if you really do need to be that go getter, like, energy. The queen is definitely a great place to be most of the time. Okay, we have the Four of Cups, called the Pots in this deck. We have the Hermit. Okay, so this is how you got here, all right? This Four of Cups energy, it really speaks to, for some, it's acknowledging, kind of going over the events of the past, the experiences of the past, and seeing where you might have missed something, seeing where some cups were emptier than you thought, as some cups might have still had something in there of value. Sometimes, we can't see the forest for the trees, if you've heard that saying. This is kind of like that. It also can be someone who is so focused on what's in front of them that they miss a divine opportunity. Or it could be someone who is so focused with their head in the clouds that they, are missing what's right in front of them. It's a very nuanced energy, but it could resonate more one way or the other for some. Regardless, okay, this speaks to, an individual who is acknowledging where maybe they have overinvested in the wrong pathways, leading to this lack of victory, right? Leading to this, I don't want to say failure, because really those trials are where we find ourselves. It's where we learn. If you don't learn, you're going to keep facing that type of experience until you get it. This Hermit card, okay, I just want to zoom in. I love the artwork on it. I love this movie. But the Hermit, of course, is taking that time to reflect. Okay, could be Virgo energy as well, but I don't really go off that so much because it really could be anyone in your chart or someone that's in your energy field. But the Hermit, okay, going inward, acknowledging that the answers are inward. Okay, you can never truly anticipate or understand another person and their actions, but you can always control your reaction. How have I hurt myself? How have I helped myself? How have I blinded myself? How have I put myself in a position of cautiousness, right? The Hermit. What have I done to make my life the way it is? What can I do going forward? And so because you were in this energy, either because you were forced to be or because you voluntarily put yourself there, you were guided to, this is how you were able to come on this tower. This is how you were able to see what it was that you were missing. This is how you were able to acknowledge your potential. This is how you were able to, determine a higher calling and tap in to your intuition, right? Really, really lovely. And then we have the Three of Wands and we have the Hangman. Okay. So with the Three of Wands, this is an energy of, someone who's accomplished things, okay? You may have had 3 spiritual awakenings or ascensions, evolutions, and you're working on the next one, this 4. Or it could also be, when I think of this card, I kind of think of like, okay, how do I put this? So the Ace being the One of Wands is like embarking on a new adventure. The 2 is like still having that kind of wanderlust. The 3 is yet another accomplishment in your belt, but by the time we get to the 3, before we get to the 4, it feels like, okay, I've been out away from home, air quotes there, I've been away from home for a long time, exploring and achieving. It's time to kind of, I wonder what everybody's doing, it's kind of like a going home, just a check-in kind of energy. So because you've been putting forth this energy to come back to home, come back to self, that is how you're able to see maybe this endeavor in the past still has value, right? The 4 Cups. Maybe this still has value for me. And then just trying to extract those lessons, kind of squeeze out the last bit of those lessons. Oh my goodness, this reminds me too. I had a really interesting dream last night where I was battling and overcame a dark energy. But just when I said that, squeeze the last bit of information out, I flashed to, I remember the scene where I had a garden and it had been corrupted, but there were 3 things of value from there. And there were these giant turnips, okay? So if you know the saying, you can't squeeze blood from a turnip, but it's just kind of like the idea of just extracting value when you feel like there is nothing salvageable left. So coming back to self, okay? And the Hangman, especially right under this tower, especially right under this 8 of Cups, this is a shift in perspective. This is the Hangman upright but inverted, you know what I mean? Like they are, and Ludo's my favorite character in the movie. Aww. Anyway, this is about a shift in perspective. Really seeing things from a different way. And this also speaks to how much you've grown, okay? How many times you've looked over the same thing, but now with this enlightened set of eyes, you are viewing yourself and the situation in a new light. You're able to take a step back, an elevated view, okay, and see how you can advance this even further. Really, really awesome energy. So if you're a numbers geek like me, let's take a look at some of the numbers. We have the 4, but you see how it's kind of mirrored here, the 4 and the 6. Very interesting. We have another 4 here. We have a 9. We have a 3. And then we have a 12, which breaks down to a 3. So this could be a 3-3 or 3-1-2, or you can keep the 12 because 12 is also a very powerful number in and of itself. 4s, 6, and the 9, okay? I really hope that this helps you, that there were some messages in there that kind of, triggered some thought for you, some ways that you can apply this to your own life. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.